Well, today we're going to do a bike vid, and we're going to talk about boots. Nah, not the kind of boots that you wear on your feet to protect your feet, but we're going to talk about boots on your bike, okay? For this example, we're talking about dust boots, okay, or water boots. They keep both out. For example, this Goldwing has a really bad boot right here. You can see it, there we go, on the Trek Anti-Dive. Now, most people might cheap out and not worry about that boot, but I'm a little anal, and this is somewhat of a safety device, so I'm going to fix it. There's a second reason for that, too. I guess you could leave it alone, but you could see water and oil or whatever could get back inside there, and the valving inside this track system is actually really finite and not something I want to get dirt in and stuff like that. So, we're going to go ahead and replace them. Luckily, we can see here, they're still available from Mother Honda. So, let's get to work. First things first, always have your service manual. That way you can refer back to it in case you don't know how something comes apart or you forget how it goes back together. They've got awesome exploded views in them and awesome instructions in them. If you don't feel comfortable doing something like this, don't, because there's that much safety involved, okay? As you can see, we've taken the wheel off in front of the bike so we can access it, okay? Now, how we do this, now that the wheel is off, these are only held in there by a C-clip. Now, because these are so old, we don't care. We're just going to tear them up and take them out like I just did, okay? Now, who in your right mind do you think is going to have a pair of C-clip pliers that small? I know I don't. Well, I got a trick for you. That C-clip will come out just like this. Take the inner probe of your test light and pull it right out. No problem. Then what you do is go ahead and push this bar out right here all the way out to the back side so that you can replace the back boot. Now the back boot comes apart the same way. Simple enough, it looks like, or at least for me it looks that way. So let's go ahead and replace these boots and I'll get right back to you. I promised we'd be back, and here we are. Okay, so some of you might be wondering too, how in the heck do you put that back together? Well, we've already done the back side, okay, so we're going to do the front side. It's just better for the camera angle to see that. What you're going to do is go ahead and take your new boot, and you're going to go ahead and put it in the C-clip inside the boot, like this. Take your time with it. You're not in a race here. You want to get things done correctly. Remember, it's your pride and joy you're working on, not some piece of junk that you're going to only use to go down to the grocery store. When you're all done, it'll look something like this with the C-clip on there. Okay? From there, what you do is go ahead and slide it on, like so, and then very carefully, you don't want to put a hole in your new boot. Very carefully, you're going to take and move this spring clip that holds it in place back in just like that. Okay? It's that easy. Just be really careful with it. After that, put things back together in the reverse order that you took them apart and go for a road test. Thanks again.